put a strain on just who I was as a person. So because the doctors couldn't help me, because the situation just got worse, I started looking for the information on my own. And then that's what I did. I started going on YouTube, looking to see, like, what could I be eating? What should I be taking out of my diet? Why is this happening? And I ended up finding Nature Boy. That's where I found Nature Boy and Yaya's, the video. And he was talking about the reason why women have these issues, why we have all these different things. So then I ended up reaching out to him. And I'm going to make this long story very short, because I want to get to the point. And the point was that my vagina, your body is your mind. Your body is your mind, and my vagina is connected to my mind. Your womb is connected to your mind. So whatever thoughts that you're having, whatever you're focused on, you're going to manifest that on your body. Okay, and so since I grew up with low self-esteem and abandonment issues and being disconnected from my mother and father and created a story about my own self-worth, then that is what was happening to my vagina. My vagina, I put in negative thoughts within my own body that it started manifesting in my vagina, to the point where when I got close to someone or was connected to someone, I always get an irritation, and it always pushes me away from people. And so when I realized that it was all in my mind, the reason why I had these issues, I just changed my thoughts. And it was just that simple. I decided that I was going to be healed in that very moment. I healed myself in that very moment. In that conversation that I had with him, I healed myself. I used to give him the credit and be like, he healed me. But he said, no, you healed yourself. It was just like, I told you, and you decided to take on that possibility, and you healed yourself. And I want to take responsibility that I healed myself by changing my thoughts. And that's all I did. I said, I am healed. I don't have no BV, no vaginal issues. There's nothing wrong with me. It is my mind that was wrong with me. I need to change my thoughts. And when I took that on, then that's when the next day the smell went away, the irritation went away. And 3 years later, y'all, I no longer have the vaginal issues. I never had no yeast infection, never had no bacteria infection, and no itch, nothing, no discharge, nothing. And I even had a baby, and I had a baby in the jungle, and I was not on no type of medical care before or after the baby, and did not receive any vaginal issue whatsoever. And when my mom was pregnant with me, remember I said that she said that she had a yeast infection the whole time, because sometimes that happens, because, and I think someone mentioned it in the feed, that your pH levels can go up and down, and that's the reason why scientifically, that's why you have the vaginal irritation. So any little thing, any foods you eat, like the pregnancy or the climate or whatever, it can change your pH. And for me, and I just knew that when I got pregnant that it was going to alter, the vaginal irritation to come back, and it never did. Even after the baby, like I said, I didn't have no type of medical care before or after, and I'm still good. I'm still good. No type of irritation whatsoever. And like I said, this is something that I dealt with for over 30 years, people. I wish you could have seen me when I was a little girl and now see me now. Like, I have some friends back in the States that they were going through the same thing. And so when I told her what happened to me, she was like, wow. She was like, let me see. Hold on. All right. Okay, I'm not playing. Like, you're not going to put no negativity. You ain't going to be putting, it's not about that. It's not, and that person just got blocked. So y'all, let that person be the example for anybody that wants to say something. Okay? I'm not dead ass. I'm not playing with y'all. Because I really want to help someone. I know someone out here needs this message. And so from this point on, I started looking at how I kept my mind, kept my vibration on the right frequency of healing and of health. because I've been through so much in the past couple of years that it still hasn't came back. Like, you know, I had different partners and it still never came back. And it's like, and I changed my diet, it still hasn't come back. But the one thing that remains the same is that I keep my mind strong and focused. That is what I focus on, is my thoughts. Even if I feel like that my vagina is feeling like it wants to go somewhere that I don't want to take it, I just change the thought frequency and be positive and be clear and be intentional and think about healing and positive thoughts, because it's more than just positive thoughts. It's about the intentions and taking care of myself. And there are certain things that I do that keeps my body in alignment to what I know to be true. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to talk about that I feel like as women, the reason why we deal with these vaginal issues is because obviously we are out of balance. And I say that when I was a little girl and a teenager, I was out of balance. I was on an imbalance. I was a cell that was imbalanced within my own reality. And so I had to get back in tune, back in harmony with who I was. So a lot of times the reason why women deal with the vaginal issues, and yes, it starts in the mind, but when you can control the mind, you can control the actions on what the body does. And so if you look at the clothing that a lot of us wear, a lot of women, we wear a lot of jeans, we wear a lot of pants, and we wear panties. And the one thing that your vagina needs to breathe. Because it's a part of your body, and just like your skin needs to be exposed. It's the largest organ on your body, and it needs to breathe. But we always closing it up, putting clothes on, and covering ourselves up when we need to allow that part of ourselves to flow, especially the vagina, because it's self-cleaning. It's a self-cleaning organ. But we are constantly covering it up. We're putting like silk and satin, and yet we put cotton on. Why do you think with some of the panties they had the cotton crotch? Because they know that the vagina needs to breathe, but you're still covering it up. So you should not be wearing panties. But the reason why you have to wear panties is because of the clothes that you're wearing. You're wearing jeans, and jeans is not a natural fabric that any woman should be wearing, because if you tried to wear jeans and not have panties on, you're going to get irritated. Whether it's corduroy, jean fabric, or polyester, those are not things that we should be putting on our bodies, and especially our vagina. Okay, and so that's the reason why you see me wearing those wraps, because I want to make sure that my body can breathe. Okay, I'm not all the way in nature, so I can't just be walking out here without any clothes on, even though our skin is our natural clothing. But let's be real, we can't walk out here naked. If you try, you're going to see yourself getting arrested. But what you can do, you can wear clothes that will honor your body. And that's by wearing dresses, by wearing long flowing dresses or short dresses, but something that is breathable, and like doing the wraps. And even if you choose to wear pants, get the very loose pants, nothing tight, because if you wear something tight and abrasive, it's going to irritate the vagina, and then it's not going to feel very comfortable. See, I don't wear jeans anymore because I don't wear underwear anymore. The only time you should be wearing underwear is when your cycle comes, because obviously you need to wear underwear because you don't want to stain your clothes, and you need it to hold the pads or whatever it is that you wear. But I no longer wear jeans anymore. Like right now, I have on some yoga pants because I want to have yoga. But see, I can wear these pants without panties. You see.